It's March 1st, 2023. We've got a little break in the rain. We've had nothing but rain for about 2 weeks now. And I'm giving you a little show of what I got going on today. So I've got all these buckets with these really fat cuttings that I've put in here. As you can see, they've been sitting in here since 11/17. Right, some are starting to come to life here. We can see. Let's see if I can get out of the shadow now. From various locations. This one never went into dormancy, never lost its leaves. And we come back here and I've got a number of them stuck. And so since these, I don't know the variety, I just remember where they were picked. These have just been kind of hibernating in here and haven't done anything. They're ice cold, but they're nice and strong. I'm taking some of these really fat ones out and I'm going to cut them up and propagate them and give them a little bit of a head start for springtime, which is right around the corner. Okay, like I said, it's March 1st, and here are two of the rooted cuttings that I started indoors, and I have moved them outdoors already. And they've been out here for a couple of weeks, and as you can see, they're thriving. And they're just sitting out here in full sun. Here's a group of cuttings that were outdoors for a couple of weeks, but since we've had so much rain, I decided to bring them indoors because it was going to also get really cold. They said we were going to get snow here in zone 10B. Don't think so. Anyways, these are outside. I'm going to open up the shop door so we could get some fresh sunlight going on them. I don't want to move them outside because we still have about a 60% chance of rain for today. It's quite nice with the sun beating against the side of my shop here. And coming through this window, you can see it's 80 degrees outside, 63 in the shop. I just opened the doors and moved the young figlings outside to get some fresh sun before it rains again. Okay, Dune Buggy project. A mess over on that side. Okay, I want to see if I can get this on camera. These have been in here since February 8th. Okay, you can see the bottoms are all exposed. Okay, and this was actually this year's wood. It's not even that lignified. Okay, I've been doing just the same thing here, but this time I did a whole group of them together. Okay, and today is, like I said, March 1st, so this is a month in here. I don't really have any roots, which I'm not so concerned with, but look at the callousing that is going on there. I'm hoping you guys can pick this up because I can't see. There we go. Some great callousing without any roots. Now I know I could put this in the dirt and have this rooting in no time, but I have no need for this many of the same tree that I picked up on this street here. And they look like they have some variegation going on. So I've always thought these to be panache because that's what I had in my backyard, and I think that's where this tree came from, a seedling that from one of my figs, because I had these things sprouting up all over my yard. So now I'm determined to grow a couple of these out. So like I said, I have no use for these, but it's time to go ahead and change the paper towels. And again, these, I'm just keeping these all wrapped up in one group. And you could even use a rubber band if you don't have a twist tie. And I'm just going to drop this back in the bag, and we're just going to keep an eye on these for as long as we need to. I was almost thinking of seeing if I can get these to go back into dormancy, but I guess it's a little late for that. I leave a little air to escape. And I'll go ahead and put another twist tie around this. Okay, here's what happens when you have too many cuttings and too many rooting experiments. Start putting them in cups, and as a rooting, I just keep adding a little bit more soil. This one's just been sitting in water forever, but you know, I don't need these cuttings, but they're just kind of fun to watch. So this is going to continue growing here in this cup as a group, and I'll just continue to add more soil. But here, let's look at some of these other cuttings. Oh yeah, how fast it changes. Now it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 52 degrees. It was 80. Nice strong roots. So this could go straight into a pot, but I do not want to put this into cocoa coir. I'm going to get this right into my soil mix and give it some nutrients and put this out into the yard immediately. And the nutrients, here's banana peels, and I've got some kelp flakes in there as well. And that's what I use to water these once I get the covers off of them. So like I said, this one is going to go ahead and get potted up, but I think I'm going to let this go just another week because we're going to watch these for just a couple of weeks and see what goes on. So this one is no need to rush, I don't think, but we'll see. But for now, I'll put it aside and see what I come up with. If I want to put this, what size pot I want to put this in. Might want to wait just another week or two and start acclimating this to being outdoors. Here's one more we could look at. This is fairly clean, so I was just in here a few days ago. Just starting to show some interest. And this again, this one's only just a couple, I think last Friday I cut this off of the tree, where the other ones have been sitting for 30 days in cold, wet dirt. All right, well here I modified my little project cart so I could keep my figs in here. A little stand with a grow light so I could get some light. I'll be able to just park it right inside here. And I'll be able to park it in here where it gets a little bit of morning sun, but it also has a grow light. All right, that's it. My indoor trees are moving outdoors daily. Okay, and lastly, we hope that the big cuttings that I am starting to propagate are going to wind up out here in the sun. But until then, we have this wind picking up. Pretty soon we're going to get our 60% chance of rain they talked about, so I'm going to end here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Come along with me on this venture as I fix up old cars, work on my trees, and do pretty much anything else I want in my retirement. Thanks for watching Gearhead Gardener here on Filet TV.